Hi there, this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps, and today I'm going to be demoing our brand new range of stamps. I'm going to be using the gel press brushos. We've got our lovely VersaFine Claire inks and we've got colour books. So sit back and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're using the round gel press and our soft rubber roller. This is our Speedball soft rubber roller. And then we're going to take a colour. Let's have a look what have we got here. Colour box, we've got coral, which is a really nice colour. So something a little bit different. It's kind of a peachy, orangey background, but just works superbly. So inking it up. It's quite a big gel press this, but it gives a really stunning finish. Okay, so you don't need an awful amount on that. It just gives us a background just to put the brushos onto. Okay, so taking the fan brush that we have here, we've got a number of different brusho colours here. It's always good to start with a yellow in the centre, just because this is going to be our focal point where we're going to be stamping. So I need this to be quite light. I always stamp the focal point with a very dark colour. This pulls your eye into the card. So just picking up a bit of that, I think this is the Sunburst yellow, and then just tap over the centre there. Okay, give that a bit of a clean, and then we're going to go in with another colour. I think we'll maybe use a bit of a blue. This is our turquoise. I'm going to go around the edge here. You only need sort of 2-3 colours tops on your gel press. You don't want too many colours because then they can go a bit muddy. Okay. Let's move that over there. Just going to take some of our multifarious card. And then pop that down. You can always trim it if it's off centre, so don't worry too much about that. Smooth over, and there we have a fabulous background. It's just so instant. Sometimes we're faced with a white piece of card and we just don't know where to begin. Well, the gel press just takes that away, that concern away, and it gives you results like this. And it actually looks like you've spent hours trying to create this background when actually you've just seen how quick and how easy it is. So because it's water-based, it will dry pretty much instantly, but if you want to hurry it along, you can use a heat gun, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to use our castle. This is one of our old stamps, but I've designed the new stamps to go with the old stamps, as you'll see shortly. I'm using the VersaFine Claire Nocturne. Just make sure that that is covered. I mean, if ever you're stamping out anyway and there's a little bit missed, you can always just colour that in with a pen. Don't just discard the card because there's a little bit missing. I'm sure you've seen me on plenty of times just fill that area in with a paintbrush or a pen. Okay, let the stamp just rest on the card for a while. Let that ink absorb in into the card, and you get a much sharper image. There we go. Now we've got a little area here, so I'm just going to again pick up fine brush and just fill that in. There. That's how quick and easy that is. Okay. So we're going to now use our bat colony. This is our new stamp. Show you now how fabulous it is with the castle. So I'm just going to stamp the bats almost like they're coming out of the castle. So again, stamp that down, let that rest a while. There we go. Isn't that fab? You see that? Okay, so we need to ground the castle. Just need a piece of photocopy paper, and I'm just going to tear a sort of mountain shape. Something to remember when you're tearing your paper, it's always worth pulling like you were going to rip a check out of a checkbook, so you're pulling, okay, as opposed to dragging and tearing that way. The reason for that is because, I don't know whether you can see, but the edge gets very frayed when you tear it across like that. This gets saturated in ink when you're blending and then can mark your card underneath. So that's just a little tip worth remembering. Okay, so we've torn our hill, so I'm just going to bob that over the edge of our castle, and this is just to ground it. So I'm going to use a dark colour. This is our twilight, which is kind of like a navy blue. And I'm just dragging that across. Just in nice circular movements, just go round over the edge of the card. And when we move that away, it just gives us a fab effect. Okay. So I'm going to keep that because I'm going to do a little bit of foliage around this as well. These are our lunar buds. They're an old favourite of mine. So we're going to ink up, I think, In the Warm Breeze. You'll notice I use Warm Breeze quite a lot. It's one of my favourite colours. So ink up, and then using our torn piece of paper, we're just going to mask that area off so we don't go onto the white. Like so, and then we'll just pop some more down here as well. Again, just mask that area off. Pop the lunar buds down. There we go. And I think we'll do a little bit of foliage down the side here as well. I mean, if you haven't got these particular stamps, you can use any kind of foliage. It's just nice to frame your card with foliage at the bottom and at the top there. So again, I'm going to use the Warm Breeze and mask off that area. Just the best that you can, don't worry too much. It's a handmade card after all. We don't want it to be absolutely perfect. It's got a handmade feel about it, so just put one this side now just to balance. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just trim the edges down slightly. That's great. And then I'm going to put some words around the edge. You can use any verse for this because we're not, we're just using it to distress the edge more than anything. So as I say, you can pick any verse that you like. We just want to be able to read the odd word. I am using our new dragon verse for this, which is fine. It goes with the theme of castle. Okay, so we're going to choose a colour now to go around the edge. I'm thinking possibly the medieval blue. Let's give that a go. Okay, that works quite nice actually, so we'll carry on with that one. So again, just blending around the edge, circular movements. All the way around. Okay. Okay, so I think I might actually use some of our Sprinkle It, the copper, which is like a metallic mica. I'm going to pop a bit in the tray there and add a bit of water. And then using our fan brush, you may have seen me do this before, it just gives it a really nice bit of luster, nice coppery mica effect, and I just really like this. Gives it a bit of a rustic look. Okay, so you can let that dry naturally, or you can just turn that upside down. And print it off. And I hope you can see that lovely metallic coppery finish. It's just stunning. Okay, so I think that's it. You can add whatever you like. If you want to add some glitter to that, you could even put a moon in if you wanted, but I'm going to finish it there. I quite like that as it is now. So I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.